Hey everybody, it's Glidercat. It's time to play. Today in Foundry, what we're going to do, video is going to be a little different than what we've had up till now. We're going to take this video and spend it on aesthetics. So maybe adding some lights over here by the labs, adding some stairs leading up to our techno mine, and maybe change the lighting around a little bit, add some stairs, maybe even the guardrails. I think we've researched those. So I'm not going to be building any new machines. I'm not going to be working on Science Pack 2s for this episode. So if it's an episode that you're not interested, go ahead and skip on to the next one. But in this one, yeah, it's going to be just about kind of making it look a little nicer through here, making it so I don't have to hop up all these, hills here without having stairs. So I'd like to have it where I'm not having to hit the jump button all the time. So yeah, that's what we're going to do here. We'll make it look a little bit better. And if that's something you're interested in, stick with me. If not, go ahead and skip on to the next video. So let's see. The first things that I wanted to tackle here were the stairs and stuff. So we've got a lot of hopping that we're doing up along here. Let's just start experimenting with stairs. And if we start over by this mine, maybe right here is a good place to start. And we'll do some experimentation and we'll learn along the way here. Let me go in the crafting menu. We've got stairs. Wow, we can make a ton of them. Let's grab 10 off the bat. All right, and let's put those in. Let's put those on our hotbar. So let's grab this here and we'll put that in the 7th slot. And let's just see how this looks. So if I drop some stairs down to get up this hill. All right, let's just see how that is. Here we go, up the stairs. Looks good. And let's see if we have the guardrails researched. Can I do those? Yeah, railings. Let's grab some of these as well. Pretty cheap. They only cost a xenoferrite plate. Let's start out with 10. And let's see how these look, or if they can even go up a hill. Probably not. So that would be cool if they, let's see, do they keep me on the stairs? They don't really keep me on the stairs here. Let's see. Up. I think what I want to do, maybe I'll save those for the flat ground. I'm going to take those off. Not as crazy about how they look going up a hill. I'm kind of wondering about doing 2 sets of stairs. If that looks any better, let's do that. And see if it's a little better. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I think that's kind of cool. And now if we wanted lighting along these stairs, we're going to have to deal with power blocks or building blocks. So let's see, how could we do that? I think we'd want to have it recessed. Let's drill down here. We got to connect up to this power. So I'm going to drill down the block below here. And then let's see. We're going to need power going all the way up here to power the lights. This is going to require more solar panels and more power production because the lights do burn energy. And unless you just turn them on and off at night, like you can turn them off, they're going to burn energy all throughout the day. So one possible game enhancement, maybe a request this, is some kind of setting where the lights turn off during the daytime automatically without having to do it by hand, because I don't think anybody's going to want to do that. All right, let's drop these guys down. And I was just thinking to start with maybe have a light. We have to make more of these. A light kind of shining towards the stairs. Let's just try it. And then let's go ahead and clear out some of these blocks. I'm going to craft some more of these lights because I know we're going to need them. Let's grab 10 of those. So yeah, this will be kind of a little bit more casual episode. We're not going to make a whole lot of progress. We're going to do some experimenting and hopefully have a little bit nicer looking lab as we go. Let's just see, how should we do these building blocks? This ends up being our low energy grid, so we need to make sure that these are all connected in order for us to be able to use power all the way up the steps. So let's see, we could do that. Or we could, we could go a little bit higher with these, and let's just see how that looks. Could almost make a little, kind of force ourselves in. But then where do you put the lights? Let's see. I'm not crazy about that. Let's take this. Yeah, let's take these down just because I think it's going to complicate our lighting. And I think we can just stair step it like that. Now, I'm going to keep forgetting. I wish there was a way that we could tell if this was powered or not. You know, if this base block has electricity running through it or not. Because unless you look, unless you know these are connected up, you don't really have a way of knowing that it's getting power. So let's continue this up, and then hopefully we won't have to keep jumping around here once we have these in place. Drop one here, and here, and up. And we'll drill down and drill down. Let's see here. Yeah, one more. And we'll just ladder these guys up. Take a look. And maybe we put one more light post kind of over here. Tab over, and then, yeah, that looks right? All right, that guy looks like he's not getting power. Like I can see bright light shining on these steps. This one, not so much. Right? Let's see. Let's toggle the lights switch and just see if we notice any difference. There's that. And if I toggle it, there's that. Yeah, that one's not on. Right? This one, well, maybe you can't tell by looking at the light. No, you can't. Can't really tell. Let me turn off my flashlight here. Turn that on. So I don't see power. Let's go check and see if we're out of power. That could be a thing. Our battery here is empty. And our batteries here are empty. So that is an issue for us. We do not have power. What I'm going to do, just for this, since we're just kind of focused on aesthetics, I'm going to fill up a couple of our biomass burners just to get us through the night. So let me grab some biomass here. And then we'll fill up the biomass burners and we can actually see what's going on. Maybe we should focus on the lights while it's dark out, and then maybe focus on the stairs and things when it's light out. Grab some of this. We've got 76. Not sure how long 100 is going to even last us. But let's start with that. All right, let's go find our biomass burners. Matter of fact, I could just drop one down if we don't have one nearby. I know I've taken a couple of them up. Looks like there's one over here. Let's just go ahead and feed this guy and see if that doesn't get us our power back. Might not be enough. There we go. All right. And then let's see. It looks like I have a weird light here. Let me take that guy off. That was some kind of accident. Okay. And then this light, we're just wondering why is it not shining light? Clearly isn't. And somehow I'm getting these extra lights. I don't remember placing two like that. Let's come up. Let's check the side of this. let's check the side of this and see if that light is actually getting power. It's fully connected. So I'm going to take out these blocks just so I can see what's going on behind here. And that looks like it's connected, right? We're connected to the power source, the low voltage network. So this guy should be getting light. I'm not. There we go. All right. Okay. Something's not quite right. I think it's having a hard time on this step. All right, power grid. Looks like it's just the power grid does not have enough energy. Let me grab some more biomass up here, and maybe we feed another burner. Boom. Yeah, so if anybody's picked up the game in early access, or if you're watching this later on after it's already been released and you've got the game and you played it a bit, let me know in the comments what you think. I know I put a question on one of the videos to see if you guys think that there should be biters and spitters and worms, kind of like Factorio, or if you like it without any enemies, any real pressure, and you can just focus on building the factory that you want. I'm kind of torn. I like the ability to turn on the biters and turn on enemies and toggle them off if you don't want them. It's kind of the best of both worlds, in my opinion. All right, looks like we're coming into daytime here. And let's just see. I'm a little concerned that this light doesn't seem to shine the way I'm expecting it to. I guess it's kind of, I don't know if it's having problems, but this sure looks bright. Maybe it's because there's two lights here. Let's just toggle this one off for the heck of it. Yeah, it just doesn't look consistent to me. Like this one looks well lit up, this patch of stairs, and then this one does not look well lit up, although it does look lit up top here. So we'll see. All right. So now we've at least got stairs. We can get up here, get up to these assemblers, and get up over into this mining area fairly easily. Could even put a set of steps over here. Well, let's see. Yeah, so this little hole isn't really serving any purpose. Why don't we fill that with dirt? I think for now, we'll put base blocks down when we need to. So right now, you know how we can place the base blocks? I can click and drag. In this version of the game, I can't do that with the dirt. So I've got to do them one at a time. Now, I think in the dev blog that has been addressed, and that in a newer version of the game, you can actually click and drag to place dirt and stone, and that's a lot easier. Let's see if I do this just for fun. It's a little silly looking. That's a little silly looking. The reason I did that is just because you have to jump one to get over that belt. So it almost doesn't do a whole lot of value having these steps right on the other side of the belt. You could always, if you really wanted to get clever, you could always recess the belts. But I'm not going to do that. Let's see. The other main area where we got some stairs to build is way over here. And that's coming up the hill to our Techno mine. So I kind of like the idea of being able to walk next to this belt. We've got power on this side. Maybe we set up a set of stairs here. I kind of like the double wide just because there's less chance of falling off. Let's go ahead and clear some of this. Boom, boom. And put some double wides here. Got to craft some more. Crafting menu. Let's grab 20 of those and 5 more of those while we're at it. And Let's take a look at the guardrails. Is this going to be helpful for us, or is this going to be a hindrance to have guardrails along here? Let's just see. These I can click and drag them. So maybe there's not a lot of purpose to that. Right? That's going to be kind of restricting. I can always jump over them. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of the rails. I don't think we need them there. We'll look for an opportunity to use the rails. I'm not crazy about how they look right there. I'm going to take these off. Let's finish the stairway heading up. Turn off demolition mode. Let's drop a couple more stair blocks here. Boom, boom. Up, boom, boom. Let's drill this guy out. Make this even. Boom, boom. All right. So now we've got stairs leading up. And I'm thinking of actually rotating these. Oh, I wonder if I could make a pass. Let's see. There's really no textures. Like I can't change this to some different texture other than this dirt. I could put building blocks down, but boy, that's a lot of building blocks for this purpose. Let's take a look. Let's take a stab at doing it just for heck. We're having fun here. Trying to make it look a little prettier. Pretty. Let's clear these out just to experiment and see what this looks like. If we just keep it kind of factory looking here. Scroll off of that. Would that look better coming up with the blocks? I think it kind of does. It costs resource to do this, but I think it looks better. Let's just do it. And then maybe every so often we have an aesthetics episode here where we just kind of polish the factory up a little bit, make it look a little nicer. And then at the end, maybe at the end of this Let's Play, maybe we'll have something we can showcase that looks pretty cool. All right. So I come up the steps. I kind of like this. I kind of like it. Let's do it. Let's do the rest of these guys. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I'll do? Let me do a quick jump cut. So I'll fast forward through completing this, I guess for lack of a better term, a sidewalk. And I think I'm actually going to turn these lights as well as part of this. I'm going to swivel these around so they're actually pointing on the pathway that I'm building. All right, here we go. All right, we got the sidewalk done. Let's take a quick look here, what we've got. It'll look better at night. Now, this, again, is going to require a lot more power, most likely, because we're dropping, I'm dropping down a lot of these. But we'll see. Hopefully, it'll look kind of cool at night. And then we can always spin up more solar panels and expand this guy, this part out. We'll do that in a regular episode. I don't want to do too much regular building since I told people at the top of this one that we're just doing aesthetics. So we are probably going to need more solar energy as a result of all this. a lot of power. We saw last night we ran out of power as is without these extra lights. So we're definitely going to need to do that in the next episode to beef things up. So now our lab area, let me go grab some more. You may have noticed in the jump cut there, I kind of grabbed some extra Technum rods because we've got them being built and just backed up in a few of our assemblers. So I'm just trying to make sure I harvest these so that we can get back to doing some serious building. We're not waiting for resources to be created. Might as well take advantage of the fact that we've got them here. This guy is probably storing up some plates. That's fine. Let me check the inventory real quick. We've got tons. We got more than we need. All right. Let's see. So back to the lab. This area should be cool looking. And here I'm wondering if we do some, guardrails along this way. Seems like it would make sense, right? You're coming up to the building. Let's see. Is it going to let me? No. Nope. This is all part of the same. Yeah, bummer. I can't do guardrails until I get away from the building object. So this is all one big block that you can't really modify. So shoot, I thought that would look cool having some railings going up to this ramp, because this almost looks like an entry door, right? Like it looks like you could go in here at some point. Well, what can we do? So I also can't put flooring down. I could put a path going this way through, and it looks like we're off a block too. And I line these guys up. I wonder if I can line them up. I could move this guy forward one for the OCD among us. If I took out this whole lab and moved it over, you know what? I'm nervous about doing that because of the building materials. I wonder if they're going to make us do more building materials. I'm not going to take a chance. Another thing I noticed just now in the last jump cut, I was always thinking that you had to have the drill in your hand in order to destruct blocks. And I thought, okay, you have the drill and then you go in Z to demolition mode and then you can remove a block. Well, you don't need to have, it doesn't matter what you have in your hand. If you hit the Z key, you can just point and remove blocks that you placed. So that's just another little tip. This hole here, what are we doing with this? Let's just fill out this platform for now. I suppose if we needed these building blocks, I could always steal them out of here. But let's just make this look a little better through here. All right. And let's just see, what else could we do to clean this up a little? Not sure how you guys feel about this belt hovering. In some ways it looks cool, and in some ways it looks like what? Let's put a block right under this corner at least. And then it looks like it's supported. And we can do more later. Yeah, I mentioned in one of the other earlier videos or maybe in the comments section that I don't usually spend time on aesthetics at all. So I'm a novice to this, and you can probably tell. But it is kind of an aspect of the game that, or games in general, that I think I probably miss out on by not, kind of making things look nice as I go. I'm usually just pursuing the next objective. So maybe it's not a bad idea to take a little time out and spend it on stuff like this. Let's pop a light here, kind of shining towards where you'd be standing in front of the control panel. We can do that here as well and just kind of mimic that. Up here, I cleared this out in the last, between the last two episodes, or between this episode and the last episode, so that we can expand our xenoferrite mining. So I blasted out all this. It was like a couple thousand blocks, I think, to clear all this out. But we've got space for the next episode if we want to expand our mining operation. And we've got some platform space here to build more assemblers. What else can we do in the meantime? Are we going to ladder down this thing? I'm not ready to commit yet to what we're going to do over here, because we may either be drilling this out or filling it in. So I don't want to do too much there. We'll go through one more night cycle maybe, and then we'll call it. Before we get to nighttime, let's just make sure we've got enough biomass in our biomass generators to get us through the night. We know we're going to come up short on the solar power. That's not gonna get us through the night right now, especially since I've dropped about 10 or 15 more lights. Look at these trees. All right, let's grab some of this. You can see night is approaching. I just want to make sure our biomass burners have some fuel. And hopefully we can see the effects of our little bit of aesthetic cleanup. I didn't really light up the labs. I'd like to light up that area. All right, let's head over this way. Feed our biomass burner. It's down to 0. Yeah, boy, we're really chewing through the power. We should have a little bit in our batteries, but we're going to crunch through that pretty quick. Let's hop up on the platform here and just see. This one does. I think this one doesn't quite make it to get charged during the daytime. So definitely more solar panels, more batteries to come in probably the next episode. Maybe we just have an episode of really maximizing our solar array, and just really focus a whole episode on just beefing this up so that we don't have to worry about power for a while. All right, this looks pretty cool. So let me know what you think. Is this worth the time spending on this or not? I kind of like the way this looks now. Being able to get to the what is that? The Tartechna mine without having to hit jump all the time and bounce around. Looks like we could use some stairs here. Why don't we do that? Why don't we put a walkway here as well? I don't know if I want to run power and lights to it, though. Do I? I guess I do. What I can do, let's drop our stairs. Boom and boom. All right, I'm going to do a jump cut and just finish a sidewalk path through this area here. And then we'll see it when we're done. Okay, here we go. All right, I think that's good for now. What do you think? So we've got a little bit of a walkway. It's nicely lit up. Maybe too many lights over this in this direction. Let's see here. So that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Let me know if you think it's too many lights. I guess I could try. Let's just try and take a couple out and see if it leaves like little dark spaces, or if you like that look a little better. Like maybe it doesn't need to be as lit. Oh, that one kind of. Let's take this guy out and see. That would definitely save us some power. And then maybe we don't need this guy here. Is this? Let's see. Back up again. So we come up through here. That's not bad. Maybe this should go on the other side. Anyway, let's call this episode here. I think we made some progress. It looks kind of nice. I'm going to grab, while I'm over here, I'm going to grab some of these Technum rods just so we have them in our inventory. I think this is a little better. We got this walkway. Now our solar stuff needs to be lit up. But I think in the next episode, we're going to have to focus on shoring up the solar power. We also need some way to get over all this mess and hop up to that area. So maybe we move these guys out, this transformer and this solar panel and this guy. Could be we just move these guys out and back to our solar array a little bit further back. And then maybe I could put some stairs there and a platform to get up to this. There we go. Look at that. Check it out. That one light is a little concerning. I just don't know why we can't get light in this space. Let me drop one nearby and just see if this one does it any better. Because it just seems like that one light is not shining light like I would be expecting. Let's take this guy off just in case there's something wrong with him. Yeah, there's just something interesting about those steps, right? Just does not want to light up this area. It's kind of strange. Let's drop another one just for fun and see what we get. That's a little better. It just seems a little off. Something about the light seems a little bit off on these stairs. I mean, I'm right underneath the light and I got this dark patch here. Anyway, let's wrap this one up here. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you like this kind of thing or if it drives you crazy. I said I don't usually do it. I usually don't focus on aesthetics, but I thought I'd give it a shot. And kind of thinking long-term too. I'm hoping that at the end of the Let's Play series here, we've got a lab that we can showcase and maybe just do a video of a factory tour at the end. Definitely need some lighting around here. It's going to be a little tricky because you can't get in too close to these to drop lights. Like once you're in the range of the building, you're stuck. So, and we got to extend our power grid out here. What are we doing to feed our loaders? Are we using just burners here? Yeah, we're using burners. Boy, they don't take much. So all that research we've done to feed this lab, these loaders take power, and that power is coming from this biomass burner, and it's still at 99. I don't remember filling that for a long, long time. So it doesn't take much. Oh, another thing we can check out real quick before we sign off. Here's our science packs backed up. Let's see what the inventory size is on these labs. So if we go to manage inventory, okay, yeah, it looks like it's going to hold 100, and that's the maximum research that it'll hold. Of course, you can always get around that by putting one of those logistics storage containers back here and have it hold a ton. Like hundreds and hundreds, or 1,600, or yeah, 1,600 or something, I think we figured. Cool. Now, one thing about lights that detracts from using lights is that the belts themselves have some light to them with the red, and that looks kind of cool too, right? I think that looks kind of cool. And you lose a little bit of that where the lights are. So it's a design choice. Do what suits you best, but it's pretty cool having these options. And I think the lights look pretty cool. It actually looks like a factory, or looks like a work site on some other planet. Anyway, enough babbling. That's it for now. Next episode, we will extend the power grid, and we'll probably get rid of these three guys up here and move them back. This is all connected to the low voltage power grid through this set of steps. Maybe that becomes our stairway up top, and we move the solar panel over, and we can just walk on up. But we'll do that in the next episode. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate it. It's a young channel, and I really do appreciate you viewing. And if you like it, give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you want more content like this. The channel's going to focus mostly on factory automation games, colony builders, and then maybe we'll bring in some survival games as well. So that's it for now. This is Glidercat signing off, saying thanks again, and I'll see you in the next episode.